Hey, good evening, everybody. Or good morning for some. Blizzball Champ is back here with a brand new video here on the U to the 2. This will be another pro wrestling talk video. Just a couple of things that I wanted to chat about. That's been going on in AEW and also in the WWE. And I know that even though we got the go home show for Smackdown coming up. I guess I'll go ahead and take the time and kind of give my predictions on Clash of Champions. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get started with some AEW. So it was good to see Miro in action on Dynamite. Teamed up with Kip Sabian to take on the bad boy Joey Janela and Sunny Kiss, the Concrete Rose. Um, Dude looks great. Like nothing less of what I expected. And Miro looked good. He looked really good. Um, and I just really hope they'll continue to build him up more and more from that point as he's still fresh here in AEW. So, really good to see him finally get some action, and I think he did a great job. Um, let's see. Of course, I really enjoyed the tag team match with Hikaru Shida, the AEW Women's World Champion, and the NWA Women's World Champion, and Thunder Rosa taking on Diamante and Ivelisse. Um, so it looks like pretty much Thunder Rosa, I guess, is a face now. She kind of came into AEW more so as a heel, but it looks like she's showing some face showings. So this is cool. This is cool. Um, and then of course it was said that Lance Archer unfortunately had tested positive for the XO crisis, which pretty much eliminated the original plan of a six-man tag team match and changed to a AEW World Title match between Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Which, man, those that watched that, did y'all see that big bruise on the back of Eddie Kingston? Like that looks swollen. Like, oh my goodness, it looks so gruesome. Like it just looked like this big, almost like this big swollen red bruise, like a red hump on his back. Oh man, it looked. I mean, I'm not squeamish or anything, but dang, it that looked bad, and I can't imagine what that must feel like. Taking bumps, landing on that. You know what I mean? So, but hey, these are professional wrestlers. I mean, you know, they deal with this kind of stuff all the time. So, got to give him mad kudos. But I'm surprised he didn't have like compression tape or like his back taped up or something. Cause oh man, that was a disgusting looking bruise on his back. But nonetheless, it was a good match. Um, I have to say, lately in AEW, a wrestler I've really been high on is Jungle Boy from Jurassic Express. I have been extremely high on him. That dude is a great wrestler. I mean, very athletic. He's been putting on some amazing matches, whether singles matches or tag team matches. Jungle Boy has put on some excellent matches lately. Like more and more, I've been very impressed with him. I can't say I paid a lot of attention to him in the beginning, but these past like handful of months, the dude has been putting on excellent matches, and I just really, you know, have paid attention more to his matches and really see his ability in the ring, and it's amazing. Like whenever it comes to AEW, I always look forward to a match involving Jungle Boy. I am so high up on Jungle Boy. Like the dude is amazing. Um, Will he ever win a championship in AEW? Uh, maybe tag titles, perhaps, at some point. But whether he does or doesn't, that dude is a great wrestler. Very, very high on Jungle Boy. But Cody. Cody returned. So after the incredible match between Mr. Brody Lee and Orange Cassidy for the TNT Championship, Cody made his epic return. Jet black hair, all black, just was really really cool to see him back. Had a really flashy entrance, but yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how that feud sparks back up again between Cody and Mr. Brody Lee, or just the Dark Order in general. So really good to see Cody back. Adam Page has been on a roll lately, two back-to-back singles victories, and it's been kind of interesting watching Kenny Omega commentate during his matches. So it sounds like they got something brewing there. But I still do kind of wonder what's next for the AEW women's division. I mean, Sheeta, had another successful title defense against Thunder Rosa. Looks like Thunder Rosa is going to be hanging around for a bit. She defended her NWA women's world title against Ivelisse. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I really hope, and with Dr. Britt Baker returning, she hadn't had another match since what was it, All Out. So I'm just really hoping to see some storylines brewing in the women's division. See some tough matchups for Sheeta and Thunder Rosa. When are we going to see, Nyla Rose back? Are we going to see Nyla Rose Sheeta too? Because honestly, I really can't imagine anybody other than Nyla Rose dethroning Sheeta, to be honest with you. Sheeta has only lost one time so far this year, I believe. So, honestly, because if I remember correctly, her record is like 17-1 or 16-1. But she's had so many successful title defenses. To be honest, I think probably either Nyla Rose or at some point Britt Baker will probably dethrone Sheeta. Because we have to remember, Sheeta and Britt Baker, they have a history as well. So if I remember correctly, Sheeta was the one that broke Britt Baker's nose. It was the match where he had the bloodied up face. So those are options, I guess. They just have to get those storylines brewing again, and that's just something that's been really lacking in the AEW women's division. I know they had the women's tag team tournament, but what did it really do? There's no tag titles or anything like that in the women's division. So what did it really do? And it's not like there were that many women's tag teams together anyway. And it seems like the only real legit tag team that came out of that tournament was Diamante and Ivelisse. So, we still don't know if Tay Conti is gonna officially join the Dark Order or not, but her and Anna Jay were a cohesive unit. Me personally, a big wish for me, if she's still a freelancer, which I don't think she is anymore, but I could be wrong, I would love to see Shuri Kondo, currently in Stardom with Donna Del Mundo. I would love to see her teamed up with Sheeta in AEW if there was ever a tag team division or tag team titles for the women. I would love to see that. Because in real life, Sheeta and Shuri are best friends. And of course, they teamed up tons and tons of time. They have a lot of chemistry together. I would love to see them teamed up in AEW, especially considering they're best friends. But like I said, it's you know slim chance. But you never know. You never know. But that's pretty much all that I have for AEW specifically. Like I said, they've been doing great matches. I just hope to see storylines really get brewing, especially for the women's division. But only time will tell. Uh, I gotta talk about NXT. I have to give a lot of credit to WWE NXT for making the right call. At Takeover 31, we are going to have, I believe, for the very first time ever, Finn Balor, the Prince, defending the NXT Championship against the Violent Artist, Kyle O'Reilly. That's right. Kyle O'Reilly won the Gauntlet Elimination match. I was so pumped for that. Really, really pumped. But yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't think these two have ever faced each other in a singles match. Ever. Because, I mean, Kyle O'Reilly was in ROH. Finn Balor, he was in Japan way before Kyle O'Reilly's time. I know Kyle O'Reilly, him and, you know, Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, they had that stint in New Japan where they became IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champs. And, I know that Kyle O'Reilly has faced Kushida one-on-one, a couple of times. He's faced Shibata, Katsuyori Shibata. So, I mean, there's that. And of course, Finn Balor and Kushida have faced each other before tons of times in Japan. But I don't remember ever seeing Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly in a singles match against each other. So I gotta give WWE a ton of credit for booking this. I'm excited. And I really, really hope they get plenty of time in this match to really showcase these two. These two are excellent wrestlers, with very complementing styles. And I think this could potentially be a takeover match of the or just a match of the year candidate. This could potentially be a match of the year candidate. Although I do predict Tommaso Ciampa interferes, but I hope they at least get plenty of time in this match. But I am super, super pumped for Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly for the NXT World Championship. So pumped. So, thank you, WWE, for making that happen. Candice LeRae wins the Women's Battle Royal to become number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship, currently held by the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai. This doesn't surprise me. I actually predicted Candice would win because ultimately, and it may not be at this takeover, but I ultimately felt like that Candice LeRae would be the one to dethrone Io, mainly because of their history, and mainly because Candice is the heel. She would be a heel champion, but I honestly felt like Candice LeRae would be the one to dethrone Io. It might not be at this coming takeover, but at some point in time, and who knows, maybe it will be at this takeover. But I don't know, but it doesn't surprise me that Candice LeRae is getting a title shot against Io. This they go way back in their rivalry, so yeah, and they fought each other before at a takeover. So you know, this is nothing surprising, but I expect, an excellent match, as they've done before. So it should be good. Should be really good. Um, they also showed a clip, someone rocking a night vision camera breaking open some glass that has an NXT title inside. Um, there's been a lot of speculation, but what I've been hearing so far is it's either Bo Dallas or Robert Roode. Both are former NXT world champs. So, and if I remember correctly, Bo Dallas is still employed with the WWE. I know that Curtis Axel is no longer um, in the WWE. Of course, they were the B team, but and there's been talks that Robert Roode was going to be returning soon, and the date and the promo was 10/4/20, so that's only coming up in about actually next week. Yeah, next week, I believe. As a matter of fact, that's the date of Takeover, I think. Yeah. So, we'll see. But speculation is that it's either Bo Dallas or Robert Roode. But guess we'll have to wait and see. But definitely like uh, this week's NXT. Really, really good episode. There were really good matches. Got to see, so it looks like Ridge Holland is pretty much staying in NXT. Don't know if we'll ever see him appear back in NXT UK again, but at least it's good that he's back. And speaking of NXT UK, they just got back started last week, so hopefully things will continue to go well for NXT UK. Looking forward to the NXT UK Women's Title match between Kaylee Ray and Piper Niven. Looking forward to see who will be the next number one contenders to the NXT UK Tag Team Titles, currently held by Gallus. And looks like we're going to be looking forward to seeing Ilya Dragunov versus Volta for the NXT UK Championship. So, a lot to look forward to, and it's just good to see NXT UK back on the WWE Network. So, very, very excited. Now let's go into let's go into Clash of Champions, since it looks like the card is pretty much finalized, I guess. Because it should be every title on the line. So let's see. So I got the Clash of Champions card up, and starting from the wait, hold up. The Raw Women's Championship match is the kickoff match? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Asuka versus Selena Vega's the kickoff? Oh, boo. Why is that the kickoff match? That does not deserve to be the kickoff match. This is Selena Vega's first title opportunity ever in WWE history, and it's the kickoff match. Oh, bad form, WWE. Bad form. It's Asuka, and this is Selena Vega's first title opportunity, and it's the kickoff match. That's just bad. That's bad. That's really really bad. Of course, I predict Asuka will retain, but if anything, it's good to see Zelina Vega back in the ring wrestling. So, and just like that, she has a title opportunity, even though I don't agree with it being on the kickoff. Uh, United States title match. Bobby Lashley defends against Apollo Crews. Lashley will retain. I really don't expect anything special from that. Uh, Women's Tag Team Championship match. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defending against the Riot Squad. Riot Squad will put up a great effort, but I don't see Nia and Shayna losing, so they'll retain. The Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro, the champs, defending against Lucha House Party, which I don't see anything special happening from that. So Nakamura and Cesaro should retain. We got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Street Profits defend against Andrade and Angel Garza. This match makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. And honestly, I got a feeling Andrade and Angel Garza are going to win and become the new Raw Tag Team Championship champions. And it does not make sense. It's already bad enough you have this with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, but why are you going to turn around and have another tag team that flat out doesn't get along? It's always turning on each other, leaving each other during matches. Already had like 2 title shots against the Street Profits, and then they get a third one. Selena Vega's no longer with them. Like, I just think it's a dumb booking, really dumb booking. But watch them; they're probably going to end up winning and becoming the new Raw Tag Champs. Just this match makes no sense. But SmackDown Women's Championship match: Bayley versus Nikki Cross. I think it's safe to say Bayley will retain, but whether it's during the match or after the match, I see Sasha Banks interfering. Because if Nikki possibly wins, it'll be via disqualification. But I do predict either during or after the match, Sasha interfering and getting some shots in. But we'll see. Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat Winner Takes All Ladder Match. Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. This could potentially be where Sami Zayn gets the Intercontinental title back after being gone for so long. This potentially could be how he gets the title back. But I don't know. This one may be tough to call. Because, like I said, I see this as Jeff Hardy's last run in the WWE. And, with him being Intercontinental Champion, it'd be nice to see him have a good run. But overall, I think either him or Sami Zayn will win this match. Because either they're going to keep the run going on Jeff Hardy, or this ends up being the way Sami Zayn gets the title back that he never lost but had to vacate. So that's what I think. I think either Hardy or Sami Zayn will win this, but it would not surprise me if Sami Zayn got the Intercontinental title back. WWE Championship Ambulance match. Drew McIntyre defends against Randy Orton. And this right here, I honestly feel, is where Randy Orton will win his 14th WWE Championship. I think this is where he'll do it. So, it'll be hard fought, back and forth, but I think Randy Orton wins. Even though I highly, highly disagree with how this match was built up. Highly disagree. I mean, with all that went down with Randy Orton punt kicking Drew McIntyre in the head 3 times to him having busted jaw or fractured jaw, and then just came back not too long afterwards and Claymore kicked Randy, hurt his jaw. Well, not to the point, not as bad as his jaw, but it just makes it non-believable. It's just not very good storytelling, and it's not believable. I'm sorry, if you're gonna punt kick somebody in the head 3 times like that, and the build up is serious damage to the point of a fractured jaw, like, why would you book it for them to just come back like that? And I just it makes no sense to me. But yeah, I see Randy Orton winning this and becoming WWE champion. And then we have the Universal Championship match. Cousin versus cousin. Roman Reigns, the champion, defending against Jey Uso. Roman Reigns will definitely retain. I just figure when it's all said and done at some point in time, either one of 2 things is going to happen. Either Roman Reigns is going to be in a storyline where he just starts destroying his Samoan family and heritage, or this is going to eventually escalate into a Samoan stable, like a Samoan dynasty sort of stable, and the Usos will be a part of that stable. But we'll see. Only time will tell. But definitely see Roman Reigns retaining the Universal title. But that's pretty much it for that. I mean, every title will be on the line, so that's cool. But the fact that the Raw Women's Championship match is on the kickoff is just freaking stupid. But anyway, that's all that I have. What are all y'all's thoughts on the Clash of Champions card? What are your predictions? How do you feel about the matchups for NXT Takeover that have been announced so far? Damian Priest defending the North American title against Johnny Gargano, Io Shirai defending the women's title against Candice LeRae, and the one I'm most excited about, Finn Balor defending the NXT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly. I think this is going to be very, very exciting. Very exciting. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are. And just what you think about what's been going on with AEW, Cody's return, all that sort of stuff. But remember to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram signing off. Everybody have a blessed day, and I will see y'all soon. Mwah.